Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to all my Aborigine family out there. Peace and blessings to you and yours. We have another topic, another episode today, and it's very serious. It's a very, 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 very touchy, serious topic today. Matter of fact, we're gonna be opening the panel up today. It's not so much about Aborigine perspective, it's about Black people across this nation, our life, copper people, our life. I came upon a story about a young man who was murdered in my home state in in Louisiana, in my home state of Louisiana. And it's similar to the Emmett Till. It's very similar. And I want to tell all my family and friends out there, it doesn't matter. Nothing's matter until it happens to your family. That's when it begins to matter. When something happens to somebody else's family, we don't think about it reaching our family. I have stated this time and time before. I have a couple of guests that's supposed to come on and give a fine take on this message that we're talking today. And I'm going to tell you about what happened to the young man and how similar this is to Emmett Till. You know, to talk about us being the Aborigine people, talk about our indigenous part of us, we still have to understand that we're Black, that we're copper people. And the destruction, the chaos, the things that are happening to our people cannot be ignored. I can't come every day telling you who you are and we dying. I can't come, teaching you the message about who we are, self-love about ourselves, and we're dying. And these are the things that I want you guys to understand that. But when it comes down to our own people, this is very, very serious. Our own people are dying out here in the hands of our oppressor. We may not think in 2020 that this kind of things are still going on. We don't think that this kind of racism is still going on in this world today. We think that life is good for us because things are not affecting us. I'm pretty much sure Quawan Bobby Charles family didn't know that they would be burying their son. And that's a horrible thing as a parent, to bury your child. You always expect to pass before your children. Everybody I know wants to die before their kids. They don't want their kids to die before them. It's just unbelievable. That this is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And this is a very, very, very serious topic that I'm willing to sit here and open a panel to get your opinion on. And I will open up and let you guys realize who this young man is out of Baldwin, Louisiana, a small rural town, a very small town in Louisiana, a place that I probably, I never heard of. And I'm born and raised New Orleans, Louisiana. Never heard of Baldwin, Louisiana. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to read this, and I'm probably going to read it again. But Baldwin, Louisiana, 15-year-old Quawan Charles, Quawan Bobby Charles, a black teen found dead in rural Iberian parish. Iberian parish. See, Louisiana has parishes. Um, and it's a family in the Acadian parish responded. A family in Acadian parish responded in the disappearance and the death. Bobby left his home without his father's permission. The young man left his home without his father's permission. On that afternoon, October the 30th, he left with a 17-year-old white boy, which was his friend. And see, I tell my kids, and I'm pretty much sure you tell your kids, to be careful of their environment. Now, I'm pretty much sure this young man, he's 15 years old, and the white friend is 17 years old. What do they have in common? I pretty much don't know. But I can sit here and tell you that this young man in a rural area was found dead in crops, in a vacant crop land where he was just dead. Somebody pulled bleach on this young man. Somebody pulled bleach so he would not smell so bad. They tried to cover their tracks. The young man's face was mutilated. The young man's face was mutilated. His face was from his mouth, and we will let you guys see the video of this. And trust me, if you got kids, you may not want your kids to see this. But the young man's face was similar to Emmett Till. Of course, Emmett Till was unrecognizable. Emmett Till was unrecognizable. And this is a hurting thing, because I got 4 boys of my own. A man who goes to work, it can happen to me. It can happen to you. You can lose your daughters. You can lose your sons. See, a man don't hurt. A woman don't hurt until things affect you. I want you guys to understand that this young man had a long life to live, and he died murdered. His face was mutilated, and his mother wanted everybody to see her pain, to see her baby's face, similar to the mother who saw her child shift from Mississippi to Chicago, Illinois. The mother wanted everyone to see what these people had done to her son. If you have any empathy, and if you are a true human being, you would feel the pain of what this woman is going through. Now, we're talking about 2020. It was just October the 30th, one day before Halloween. And he was murdered. And his face was unrecognizable. This is the pain that melanated Black people have to suffer with. This is the pain that our indigenous people have to go through day by day in their lives. This is what they have to go through. This is what we as a nation of people have to worry and live through while others don't. Now, granted, they didn't have no alerts out there that this young man was missing. Every second when a child is abducted, you see it all over your phone, Amber Alerts. And there was no Amber Alerts involved in this matter. Double Real Rap is having trouble getting in. I wonder what's going on with that. I might have to send him another guest. We got brothers still trying to get in. When my mods come on, they will be able to let people on when we drop the link. For some reason, we having technical difficulties where the brothers are trying to get on. So for whatever reason, I'm going to send you another request. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay, we're going to see if I can get him back on. My brother, I send you another invite. Hopefully we can get this back on. Personal chat. Okay, you here? Oh, you here? Okay. I just sent you another invite, my brother. To your phone. See if you can get back on the link with the invite. Please check it out. I just went back to try to get you back on. So just come on back in.
All right, now we here. Now we here.
There we go. There we go.
Now we here. Let's go.
Yeah. Yes, I'm recapping what went on with the young man out of Baldwin. I don't know if you know. I know you live in Lafayette, so maybe you can tell. Oh, so you know where Baldwin is? Okay, good, 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 good. Hold on 1 second. Let me get. Okay, look, we got 3 of the guys on. Okay, look. So you know where is the location of Baldwin, Louisiana?
It's before you get to Franklin. So if you go on to Baldwin, you can get to Baldwin on Highway 90.
Okay, so you can get down there off of Highway 90. You're able to get down there from Highway 90. Okay, I'm gonna read this again. Baldwin, Louisiana. Okay, 15-year-old Quawan Bobby Charles, black teen, found dead in the rural Iberia Parish. Is that if I'm correct? Iberia Parish. Okay. An Acadian family responds in the disappearance and the death. Bobby left his home without his father's permission on the afternoon of October the 30th with a 17-year-old friend. Now, allegedly, the 17-year-old friend was a white boy. This is what I'm hearing, that he left with a 17-year-old white boy and somebody else that he did not know. Okay, so this is where things get very, very strange. Okay, the young man's face was mutilated. Okay, so his mother wanted the people to see his face. Now, I want you, granted that I want you guys to realize that this young man was also covered in bleach in the rural area, the farmland. He was covered in bleach. Now you can't make this up. He was covered in bleach so the smell would not catch on to the rest. So this has have to be some cover up. What are you thinking about this, brother Real Rep?
Well, for me, bro, uh, why isn't it making national attention? Number one, you know, why, like, where's Black Lives Matter for cases like this that don't go reported? You understand? Um, to me, it sounds like a cover up. Obviously, it sounds like that boy was like that young man, excuse me, was mutilated, obviously, and they tried to cover it up. You know, the bleach for me, the first time, first thing I hear when I hear bleach is covering a tracks. You know what I'm saying? Any type of fingerprints that may be on that young man, you know, is they destroyed the crime scene. So, you know, allegedly that could probably be some cops, man, some police, like somebody that knows, you know, what it takes to destroy a crime scene, man. And that's what that sounds like. Outside of that, prayers to that young man's family, and I pray for his spirit. I'm sorry that he had to go through that, man. But that's a very country area. Like there's nothing in Baldwin outside of a casino. So when you read some of the description, yeah, it's very rural. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I be saying, bro. When I talk about uh copper colored people dying, man. You know, we don't give a damn when one of our own die and don't make the news and it's not national news. We don't give a damn. Our people don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? People only want to give a damn when it's when it's something that's being fed to them. So salute to you, bro, for finding that story, man. And I pray blessings, man, on his family that they can get through this time, man. Because it just all seems like my mouth dropped when you read the story, bro. I just it's a hard pill to swallow, man. But it's something that needs to be stated because his story needs to get out. So whenever I go live, I'm gonna report on his story as well. Uh, and yeah, bro. I mean, I don't have nothing else after that, Peanut.
Okay, we got some details to this story. Brother 504 brother, could you give us some audio?
Yes, I'm going to play the audio, but look, YouTube is tripping and saying it's down. So I was gonna get you to share the screen, but YouTube is not letting. It's kind of got a message saying it's down right now. So what I'm
Oh,
gonna do is play the audio for you so you can hear. Oh, so look, but check this out. I'm gonna give you the backstory. What you about to hear is the young brother mother speaking to another parent. A parent that she gonna give her the rundown of what happened that night and what took place. So and just listen to everything she's gonna say, so that way you can understand and paint a picture of what really happened.
okay, I want everybody to hear this.
Hi, this is Roxanne Nelson. You want me to call you?
Yes, ma'am. Hi. My son is, I don't know what you want to say. She's not friends with him after all this.
Okay.
Okay, well, anyway, to the same story, but he did say whenever they picked up your son, him and his mother, and the stepdad were all tripping, they had did some mushrooms. Those ones that are poisonous or whatever, they make you trip out or whatever.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Well, they were all on mushrooms, not your son. I'm talking about James. When we got there, he left. He said, "Oh, but then he don't know anybody." So he like kept changing his story. Well, and then the mother, my son went to get in her car, but it smelled strong like bleach. And she told my son, she said, "You can't smoke in the car because we bleached it."
Oh.
And then from what I could understand, he told my son that they found your son's body in a sugarcane field behind their house. So it's like they bleached the core because they used the core to go hide the body, your son.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it's eating me alive.
So what's your
Like,
son
it's killing
name?
me.
What's your son?
So that was the audio. The lady gave her the backstory and rundown of what happened to her son when they discovered her son body, which was like she said in a sugar cane. But remind you though, the police officer did not want to even do nothing about it. When they went to brought it to his attention, he didn't do like a missing report, or he didn't want to do nothing about the whole situation. So everybody asking right now for what the young boy mother is asking for help. They got to go fund it because they want to do a second autopsy on the situation because they don't believe what they was told to them from the beginning was the actual factual what happened to her son, which is right. She deserved to have a second autopsy to find out what happened to her son, and she's entitled to that. But the fact for them people, you know, didn't want to even. I'm talking about the cops. The cops are low down in this because they didn't even much want to do anything about the young man. So that lets you understand the fact how they feel about you in that part of town in Louisiana. Then on top of that, kudos to the lady who came forward with this information because she didn't have to. You know, she didn't have. She could have kept quiet and just like I don't know, been nonchalant. But as you can see, she don't want to be caught up in none of this information, in none of this stuff too, because she dropped a dime on it when she said they was doing mushrooms and stuff. Not the little boy who got killed. Everybody else was doing the mushrooms. So they was under the influence when they killed this boy. So to me, it's like to me they went with the intent to kill him.
Oh my God. Every time I listen to that audio, I mean, you being a parent, if that didn't make you get the chills, that somebody's telling you that they put that the boy was reeking with bleach. If that does not give you the chills, what will? This was clear cut murder. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. A 15-year-old, this young man had to die like that. He died alone in a rural fields of it's sugarcane field. Richard, what you got to say about that, Richard?
Man, I was just sitting here listening. Man, that was a young man, very young man. I was listening to y'all, Brandon. I was thinking about when I was 15. You know what I'm saying? Um, the bleach that was very intentional, right? But let's understand this: whoever decided to pour bleach on that young man has knowledge about what the effects of bleach on a decaying body can do. You understand? That ain't the first thing you think of. You understand what I'm saying? If you was to kill somebody, would your first mind tell you, "Hey, let me pour some bleach"? I never knew that. You understand?
Wow. Wow.
I never knew that pouring bleach on some. I would just set a motherfucker on fire and or dump them on napster.
If you
You
see,
understand?
if you guys can look real good, I wish you can put that up just a little bit more. But I wish you guys could see the images. Yeah, I could see it, but his face, half of his mouth is like burnt out. I mean, it's just mutilated.
Man,
And
they probably tortured that little boy before he his spirit descended. I mean ascended, bro.
Yeah, man, you can zoom in. If you're on the stream yard, you can zoom into it and you can see, man. Damn, bro. Man, bro.
oh my God,
And look, bro. The sad thing is, this shit happens damn near every day somewhere in America, man. And we out here worrying about this fucking presidential election and shit. Shit that ain't got nothing to do with us, man.
I ain't worried about
You
no
know what I'm
fucking
saying?
election. I'm gonna live how I
I
live regardless.
care
Right.
less about it. It's over with. And my thing in my mind, and this is the way I have told people. I said, look, these two people are the same people. I have told y'all until we get our own political working on our own finances, our own political parties, it would never work for melanated black people. I am not a fan of Trump and I am not a fan of Biden. That's just it is what it is. So I'm
But
not gonna pick a favor when it
it's
comes
just
down to either one of these people.
man,
But see,
it's just the fact that it's just the fact we as a whole I keep asking, okay, are y'all tired now? When enough is enough?
But I want to state
Like,
this, and I
what's
can't
up?
state this, I can't state this big enough. Okay, all right. Trump may not be the person that's actually stirring all this shit up. We can't say blame it on him or whatever, but they got people that believe so much into what he says, and you got and I have stated this before. It's how you say things and who you got people worshiping you and believing that you are the Messiah. I seen there are white people out here that are plotting on killing black folks because of rhetoric. And I want you to understand that even when I hear, and I've said this time and time, that when you hear that David Duke was supporting the president, and you see a lot of these people out here that are supporting the president, the same way I told you about Obama. I mean, not Obama. Biden. Biden and this man have a background of the Ku Klux Klan. Both of these men. But when the only difference is Biden is quiet. He's not saying it out there.
Yeah.
And you're egging
If
a
you ever
group of
heard
people on.
you ever heard of
Go ahead.
Senator Robert Byrd?
Yeah,
You know?
Senator. Yeah, he died in Congress. He was there
Yeah,
forever.
he Biden did his eulogy.
Yeah, they all
And
linked to each other.
and I quote, he said he was my friend, my mentor, and my guide. You
That's why
understand? And we talking about a recruiter for the Klan. You
right
understand? But he was also a senator.
for
And
many years. For many years, sat in that Senate until his funky ass died. So I can't get with the brothers when I be seeing them come on these on certain channels, and they pro Trump and they hate Biden. Man, if you're gonna hate Biden, you gotta hate Trump. You gotta hate both of them.
right.
You can't be an Indian sitting out here talking about you're Indian. You love one out of the other. I just don't get it, man. It's just
I'm gonna tell you why.
you don't see
I'm,
it. You're not paying attention.
I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because our people, man, our people love racism with sugar. They don't want that hardcore racism. They don't want that shit. They don't want to be you know what I'm saying, told what it really is up front. They like they
No,
racism with sugar and cream, man. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's what they like.
but
They
see,
want to be loved. Uh,
but when we come down to shit like this, though, I know we don't get down with the voting and everything, but at the end of the day, though, this kind of stuff we do have control over if you wanna get down to the vote, because whoever is the head man in charge, for wise the governor and the mayor of that city or that town where it's happening, they need to vote them up out of there, man.
that's
They
right.
has the power to do it. I know Louisiana's a redneck state. They always have been. My whole life it has been like that. But when it comes down to, because look, at the end of the day, bro, when I did some more research on the story, the people has went to the police chief and he blew the story. He blew the people off.
hey,
So
look,
if he blew them off and they gotta go to the mayor and the governor, yeah, if they don't want to do nothing, the voting come around, you vote their asses up out of there. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the police does not protect you. They do not get paid to protect you. They
oh,
might say they protect and serve. They
hey,
only
look, man.
protect and serve the money.
When have you ever seen a cop stop violence in the course of the shit happening? You ain't never seen it, man. Like this ain't SVU. You know what I'm saying? This ain't whatever that shit called, on TNT. Like this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? And something else.
Oh, CSI.
Yeah, see, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that exactly. So I'm gonna be real for real, bro. I'm gonna be real on a point. Some people ain't gonna like this shit, but at some point you have to conform to some point. Like for instance, we all got to pay our bills. So what does that mean? That means we all have to keep a form of employment, some form of employment. We got to keep money coming in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like
Right.
I'm out here living off the land. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here living the life that my ancestors lived 1,000 years ago. So I say it to say this. I'm not against voting, bro, but I'm not gonna have my vote. Like you're not gonna tell me that I gotta vote for the lesser of the evil. I agree. I'm in agreement with local politics because you can touch them people directly. You have no control
Facts.
over that presidential shit. So I completely agree with you on that part, Mr. 504 brother dog. Because at the end of the day, man, we here to speak the real, man. We ain't here to just tell people what
But
sounds sweet.
real rap, and I love your name. That's why I loved you, Chief, because of the you speak the real. But as we sit there and you say that, you know, you don't want nobody telling you who to vote for, and telling you should vote. I don't think we should tell citizens who that they should not vote for president. And I just, my belief is if you want to do it, that's your right. That's just what I feel. Who is me to sit here and start telling people what to do? I can't
No,
do
that's
that.
fact. No, that's
Okay.
factual.
So,
That's fact.
but we got situations where we sitting up here and we're not making no form of a difference, but we talk. A lot of us talk a lot of game. We talk about these things. We watching this little young brother. This young brother is dead because of a broken system that has been bullying us for years. We have been getting bullied by being oppressed. We have been being bullied by these people for many years, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Well, we thought, back in Chicago. I mean, the young boy Emmett Till. You thought this shit was back in the 1950s. You thought this shit was back in the 60s. Why? How would you think that this shit is still going on at this time? That we got a black boy, 15 years old, who's found with bleach all over his body, still dying out here in right here in Turtle Island, dying for no apparent reason, walking with a friend that he thought was his friend, and get murdered in the fields, a sugarcane field. He dies alone.
High on mushroom.
For those who just coming in, I see we got 5 people that just came in the chat. For those who just came in Baldwin, Louisiana, a 15-year-old Quawan Bobby Charles, black teen, found dead in rural Iberia Parish. An Acadian family responded in the disappearance and found him dead. And Bobby, but they said Bobby left his father's home without permission
Damn, bro.
on the afternoon of October the 30th with a 17-year-old Caucasian white boy. Now you
Damn.
put this together. Then it was some unknown friend that was with both of them. There was some see. I want you guys to understand this.
No. It's the stepdaddy.
The stepdaddy's home, right?
From what I was reading, it's the stepdaddy was with. There's no. He left the black boy left his daddy's house, but the stepdaddy and the son was high on
The
mushrooms.
stepdaddy so you telling me that the white man? You telling me that the white man? I mean, a white boy and his daddy, his stepdaddy, was walking with this boy.
Facts.
Oh my God.
They'd be
Oh
dead.
my God. Oh my
That
God.
was my son, and I knew that man and his son led led my son out of the comfort of his home into his demise, no more talk, man.
See, we got melanated people. We got to wake up. We have to wake. If you think that you're living in a time where shit is fucking nice, where you think that you're living in a time where you can't get touched, you are in denial. You are living in la land. You think your kids can't get touched. You live in Georgia. You think your kids can't get touched. You live in Louisiana. You think your kids can't get touched. You live in Florida. You think your kids can't get touched. You live in Alabama. You think your kids can't get touched. You live in Texas. You think your kids can't. These people, South Carolina, these people still have live from their ancestors. Their ancestors. And you think that they can't touch your kids? They're raising their children. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous when you hear shit like this. I got 4 sons. I could not imagine somebody calling me on the phone telling me that my son has bleach all over his body, that he's murdered in the fields. I could not imagine as a man somebody calling me, telling me that I'm helpless as a man. I'm not able to help my child. I would not be able to function. And this is why, if you kids out there listening to this live, remember to honor thy father and mother. Because if you would have listened to your father, you would still be living.
That's right.
Because your father told you not to leave the house. And now you're dead. You're dead.
And
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
And don't think for 1 second that young man ain't hear his daddy's voice. Because I'm sure that man said, your ass better not leave this house. Because there's no telling. He might have a habit of doing it, bro. But it's
a hard head
sad,
nigga
man.
soft ass. You know, Rich, you know, when our mama and our daddy told our ass not to leave, we didn't leave the house. We knew we were going to get our ass whipped. And this young man, I disobeyed his father into his debt. Aborigine people, indigenous people, so-called African American people, melanated people out there, wake your ass up. We got another case out here that it's just ridiculous. I can't believe this young man is dead. And we don't see this on CNN. We don't see this on these cable networks. Nobody's talking about this.
No,
Some people just finding out this. They just turned on my channel and they just found this out. Sunburn just said that she just found this out. Shout out to Sunburn ATL. The Prince in the house. Brian's in the house. I mean, this is ridiculous. And I don't see the outcry by our Black Lives Matter. Well, you know, this is the shit that pisses me off. Where's the motherfucker that was marching? That was holding down Lafayette? Where is he at now? And I'm sorry. We marched for bullshit. When are we going to sit there and realize that our lives, that our children lives matter? Back to you, brother Real Rap. I'm sorry.
Nah, fam, you good. You good. You good. You know what I'm saying? Because everything you saying is what I be vibrating on. You know? I said it earlier when I first called in. What the hell is Black Lives Matter, man? You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck.
That's not
They're
our
like,
movement, though, bro.
It's not. No, I already know that. You know what I'm saying? It's a hypothetical question. I've been knowing it. See, I read, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people on this panel that come up read. I've been knowing since 2016 that Whatnot movement. All you gotta do is read their homepage, which they didn't change over and over and over, because they don't want people to actually know. You know what I'm saying? What they really represent, which is
That
gays,
movement,
lesbians, and
that
transgenders.
movement was
I know
hijacked.
that.
That movement was hijacked, my brother. Let me tell you
I
something,
already
Chief.
know.
It was hijacked. In the beginning, it was for Black lives. It was, but they got hijacked.
They killed the
All these
leaders,
people
man.
got hijacked.
No, look, I know all the story, bro. I can't remember the names, but I remember the one brother with the dreads. He was one of the founding members. All the founding members got found dead in burnt cars. I know all the story, man. Can't nobody tell me nothing about these people, man. I know these people. I know what they about. I don't know who they are personally, but I know what they try to represent and the fake false shit they represent. And that's
We
why I
got
say,
Red Bone
man,
in the house.
our kids' lives matter, man. You
Only in
know
the house. I'm
what is
sorry, go
we
ahead.
doing? Nah, you good? What is we doing all this talking for, man? If we ain't protecting our kids, I'm 100% agreeing on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Every time like I come and try to build, bro, I always tell people, man, if you can't incorporate, you know what I'm saying, like the build into your everyday life, then what is we doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no motherfucking way, you know, a 15-year-old should be leaving his house with a grown up that's not his parents, man. Period. So
A
I like the fact that
7-year-old, he left with not. He didn't just leave with a grown up that's not his parents. He left with a 17-year-old and a grown up. So
that's what I'm saying.
that tells me that 17-year-old and that grown man can overpower this young 15-year-old. That's easy to overpower.
Absolutely.
Easily.
And there's no lesson learned. The young man is dead, man. He can't come back from that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's look, I get hot, man, because people don't expose what needs to be exposed. That's why I can't stand when people try to say what somebody else died for. This man died for nothing, man. He didn't even get to see 18. He don't know what life is about yet. That man didn't get to live. That young man did not get to live, man. He was still a boy.
We
You
got
know what I'm
some
saying?
we got some new Chief, we got some new people coming in the chat. Could we play the audio, Mr. 504 Indigenous Warrior, one more time, brother? I need these people to listen to the call from the mother. Could you please bring that up one more time, my brother? I want you guys to listen. We're gonna play the audio. Are you there, Mr. 504 Indigenous Warrior?
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna do it for you right now, man.
All right, he's gonna
I'm
play the
putting on right
audio.
now, getting
For
everything
those
set
who
up so
just
we can.
coming in, I'm gonna read this before he play the audio. You just let me
All
know
right, let
when
me
you're ready.
go. Just let me know when you
Baldwin,
finish reading. I'm gonna go.
okay, for those who just coming in, Baldwin, Louisiana, 15-year-old Quawan Bobby Charles, black teen found dead in rural Iberian parish. An Acadian family responded in the disappearance of the death of Bobby. Bobby left his father's home without his permission on the afternoon of October the 30th with a 17-year-old friend. And now it's allegedly that he was with the 17-year-old stepfather. Okay, so we just found that out. For those who coming in, I would love for him to play the audio. Are you ready?
I'm waiting. You ready? I'm about to play it now. So everybody listen. So, but if you can stomach,
Oh, better in the house.
this is a photo of the young man when they found him in about to start an autopsy. So if you can stomach, you can see the video. Oh, it's a photo of the guy, of the young brother.
Try to push it up a little more. Okay, play the audio for the people.
Hi, this is Roxanne Nelson. You want me to call you?
Yes, ma'am. Hi. My son is, I don't know what you want to say. He's not friends with him after all this.
Okay.
Okay, well, anyway, to the same story, but he did say whenever they picked up your son, him and his mother, and the stepdad were all tripping, they had did some mushrooms. Those ones that are poisonous or whatever, they make you trip out or whatever.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Well, they were all on mushrooms, not your son. I'm talking about James. So when we got there, he left. He said, "Oh, but he don't know anybody." So he like kept changing his story. Well, and then the mother, my son went to give me her car, but it smelled strong like bleach. And she told my son, she said, "You can't smoke in the car because we bleached it."
Oh.
And then from what I could understand, he told my son that they found your son's body in a sugarcane field behind their house. So it's like they bleached the core because they used the core to go hide the body, your son.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then is he alive?
So what's your son's name? What's your son?
So basically, she just gave them the whole incident that happened. The fill in the blank. What she basically, she just gave them the whole idea of what took place. They were high on mushrooms, the poisonous ones, the dad and the son. And actually, they said this is the lady was having that the boy mother she was having a conversation with Jeanette Irving and the son. The car smelled like anybody know where they use bleach. If you don't have a black light, a bleach can clean up the crime scene for you. But at the end of the day, though, he didn't deserve what happened to him. Those circumstances.
Wow. I said, that the action has just have they been arrested? No, nobody has been arrested yet, and to my knowledge, or have they been arrested, my brother?
Right now, no one has been arrested, and matter of fact, no one has been arrested. The cops did not even want to do a missing report on the little boy when they brought it to their attention that he'd been missing. The cops just like brushed it off. They don't even care. So what happened was they laid up there and went and took it to the mayor and the governor attention. So now I'm gonna do my research, see what the governor and mayor are gonna do about it. But they have listed those people who live in that area. They advised everyone to call in with information and call the governor and the mayor to let them know what they know and how they can go about it. But like I say, whoever in the department of the police department in charge need to be fired or vote and get rid of, because for you to have this lack of empathy towards a person, a young child, for being murdered, says a lot about you.
For those who have been in rural Louisiana, who have been down into some of these areas, a lot of my family is that lives in Abbeville. They have some rural areas. If you go down to a lot of them country towns down in Opelousas, anybody who knows about rural areas know that black folks in rural areas are very poor. So the lady does not have the money. That's why she's trying to get a GoFundMe to be able to get private investigators for her child's debt. You have to understand that a lot of people in America are very poor, especially a lot of melanated black people in these country rural areas like Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi. There are very impoverished areas in America. So I want you guys to understand that I can understand why the lady hasn't got any justice right away, because these are poor people, very poor people. I want you guys to understand that. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a documentary on Mississippi poor areas. I'm going to do a documentary to show y'all how people live in Mississippi and Louisiana. When you go through Louisiana and Mississippi, I'm going to do a documentary so you can see that our people are still not living right. Our people are still living in shacks, still living, because your life might be good doesn't mean that these people's life are good. I want you to understand that our people are still stuck in their captivity. Our people are still living bad. Just because you living good doesn't mean they living good.
Hey,
Okay?
Peanut, let me say something. Hey, look, let me say something, bro. I'll never tell a man or a woman how to parent they child. You know what I'm saying? That's not my place to do. But what I will do is give my perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? And what we can't do is we can't raise, you know what I'm saying, our kids, bro, soft. You can't raise them soft, man. Like you can't raise them in a way. And when I mean soft, I mean not knowing nothing. Like we need to like whether you got little brothers, nephews, nieces, whatever, like little sisters, whatever. Like I tell my family, man, this it ain't sweet out here like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not sweet out here like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And for that child to leave that home at whatever time he left, he thought it was sweet, man. And it's not sweet out here, bro. Like one thing that I see all the time, I tell people all the time when I'm on the road, white people approach me all the time to check my temperature, to see what type of so-called black man I am. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people, bro, they always come smiling, man. They don't come in anger. They don't come in, you know what I'm saying? That's how they get you. They get you comfortable, you know what I'm saying, to try to set you up, manipulate you into whatever scheme that they got. So we have to tell our kids, man, what it is. It's not La La Land. It's not Disney World out here, man. It's real shit going on, man. And people are dying for real. Now, what lesson is he going to learn? He's dead. He can't learn anything now, man. And that's why I say I feel for his mother, man. I feel for his family because that didn't need to that shouldn't have happened. Nobody deserves to die like that, especially my people, man. So that's what I wanted to say, man. We can't let our children, ourselves, be soft targets, man. That's what he was. He was a soft target that night. You cannot
But
allow your kids to be soft targets, man.
but you have to understand through his that a lesson can be learned. You understand?
I'm
Go ahead,
listening
finish,
to you,
man.
bro.
Go ahead. We were listening to you. Go ahead, brother.
I'm listening.
Rich?
Yeah, what you said?
Yeah, we listening to you, brother. We trying to hear you out. Go ahead.
No, I just said through his death a lesson can be learned. And the lesson is for kid for one, parents need to start governing their kids a whole lot better than what they're doing. Bro, I was raised, it takes a village to raise a child. You dig what I'm saying? It takes a village to raise a child. I don't have this perspective where if it's not my child, man, let me tell you something. I didn't check grown women in the grocery store for calling their child out their name. You don't talk to that child like that. That's a child. You, even though they're a child, you still supposed to give that child respect. You understand? I check anybody if they mistreating a child, man. You understand? But at the same time, you have to you have to back it up with wisdom and understanding as to why they shouldn't treat that child that way or why they shouldn't do it. Hold on, y'all. I'm checking in at the custom. Hold on.
Okay, just mute your mic. Just mute your mic. Yeah, and what I want people to understand is that I brought this to people because I don't see a lot of people talking about this. I don't see CNN. I don't see Fox News. I don't see nobody on our local stations. You will never, ever hear too much about this. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's talking about this. We're caught up in the election of distractions. We're caught up in every other freaking thing while our people are dying right in our face. And I want you guys to understand this. I didn't even know about this situation until Brother 504 Warrior happened to send me the video. And we had to do some study on it, and we worked on it. But I'm telling you that this young man, when you thought about Emmett Till whistling at a white woman, and he was, his face was unthinkable. You could not even see that you didn't recognize the young man's face. So when you see this young man in a 2020, this is 2020, and this young man's face is mutilated. You ask yourself, have things changed? You believe because you got a little something that they give you stuff. They give it and they shall take it. Rather is they taking your life or possessions. So don't think that things have changed. That's because you got a right to vote, because you got a right to buy a home, because you got materialistic things. You think you free. Mentally, physically, you're not really free because you fail to look at yourself. You fail to see things that's going around you, and you want to blank it out because it hasn't happened to you. See, when shit get real, when shit happens to you, then you want to cry. Then you want to get out there and you want people to be sympathetic to you. You want people to be sympathetic to you and your family. But because we don't know this little small family out of Baldwin, Louisiana, we don't know this young man. But this could be your child. This could be your child. Please, please, when you get a chance, share a video. Share a video so others can be aware of what's happening in Baldwin, Louisiana. We here to share. It's not about Peanut Nola 504. I want to get this message out there to everybody, to let everybody know what's going on in Baldwin, Louisiana. This is what's happening right now. They didn't have an Amber Alert. Nobody reported the kid missing. The family been said that the young man was missing. They're undermining this family. They need our help. So I ask, where is Black Lives Matter? Where is the brother who out there who marches? Where is everybody at? Where you at, Al Sharpner? Are they paying you enough? Where you at, Messy Jesse? Go ahead, brother, Real Rap. Go ahead, Chief.
Hold on. Somebody had said something in the comments about that female. I'll call her a bitch, bro. That lied on Emmett Till. That bitch told the truth on her deathbed that he didn't do anything that she accused him of. You know what I'm saying? Just for a little history and shit. You know what I'm saying? Salute to ATL for bringing that up, because that's factual. You know, but what the brother was saying, what the brother was saying, that's like right under me, man. I don't know what his name is, but
that's Richard.
Richard, our Richard, man, it's good to build with you, bro. I respect your perspective, bro. Just the way I live my life, you know, I don't talk down to people or tell people what they need to do, because at the end of the day, most people ain't gonna listen anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just tell people my perspective. I don't come up here to give advice, but salute to what he said, because that's agreeable, man. Like, for instance, when I see these niggas in the store sagging their pants in front of kids and shit, now that I'll check that. You know what I'm saying? Because kids don't need to see that. But back to the point of this situation, man, with this young man, and salute to the chat, man. I was reading some of what y'all saying in the chat. This young man, he wasn't. I don't know how he was raised. I don't know his mindset, man. But all I could do is speculate. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I mentioned when I'm out here in the world, how these pale faces act with me. You know what I'm saying? So with me speculating, them coming to his house, it was on some sweet shit. Like he thought it was all good, man. And that shit is now, look. There's a lot of shit going on with these distractions, like what Peanut was saying with the election. There's a lot of distractions just in general when it's not election season. You know what I'm saying? They provide distractions to our people so that our minds isn't on what's important. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have, you know, like in my opinion, the invention of social media, man. That's why you have smartphones and all this BS, man. We in the age of information, and we won't come together. You know what I'm saying? I could talk to somebody across the world right now on the phone, but we won't come together. For shit that matters, we won't come together. And that's why, I said what I said and I say it again. You know what I'm saying? Even if we can't watch our family members, our children 100%, because like that's common sense. Like everybody know we can't do that at 100%, but that's why you have to allow them to understand the temperature of what they're facing. You have to make them understand, man. Like when I was a kid, my dad used to bring me to poor areas. My dad used to point out bums and shit, and he used to say that's a decision that them people made. Sometimes it's other circumstances, but for the most part, when you see a bum, that's somebody that quit on life, and that's what I saw at an early age, man. So the same thing, if you got like for me, like me and mine, I'll show mine what it is. I don't sugarcoat shit because we don't have time for that, man. We don't have time to be sugarcoating the information. We don't have time to be, worrying about how they're gonna receive the information. They need to know exactly what they're dealing with so they know how to react in these situations, man. Had that had this young man stayed in his house that night, we may not be having this conversation, man. That's
Disobedient,
why
disobedient to his father. His father told him not to leave the house. What part do you understand, son? I told you not to leave the house. And you leave the house anyway. This is an example of what can
But that's
happen
what
to
you
you.
get.
That's what happens. Grab my brother 504
But this
indigenous
what you
warrior.
get when you. But this what happens when you not only disobey your parents, but when you trust the other people thinking they're your friend. You see what I'm saying? And he probably deep down really believed that the white boy was his friend. Can't fault him for that. But just like the brother say, we can't, us as parents, we can't, shield our kids from anything, and we can't hold their hand. We can only teach them and show them and tell them what they up against, and going to school and everything. But at the end of the day, they still have to make their own decisions. You know what I'm saying? So we can't hold them accountable for, we can't hold them for everything. But at the end of the day, I want, just like you say, I want to be able to show you and teach you, and that's it. Now, what you do from there is on you. But I'm gonna always be here for you. But as a mother love is different from a father love when it comes to their children.
I worry
You
about
see what I'm
that.
saying?
I
And
worry about that, my brother, indigenous warrior. I worry about that because I got 4 sons of my own, and we live in South Mississippi. Okay, I'm born and raised New Orleans, Louisiana. I moved in South Mississippi in a small town called Bay St. Louis. I am very close to Louisiana borderline, and I can sit here and tell you that my kids are very popular in that area. They play football. They're some of the most popular kids that you know. But I preach to my sons. They have white and black friends. They're a mixture of both. I don't have no problem with that. But I have I have to tell my sons. I say, you got to trust. You got to not trust in everybody. You can't be all up in people's house every goddamn time. I can't. I don't play that shit. First of all, you boys, what the hell you spending the night for? Okay. You don't need to be spending no sleepovers when you get a certain part of your age. When you 18, 16, 15 years old. What the hell you sleeping over for? You 15 years old. I don't believe in no sleepover. And there's so much that goes on without your supervision. 13, 14, 12 without your supervision. Some things that your parents don't know. They might be out there smoking, drinking. You don't know what the hell they doing at somebody else's house.
but see, the times are different now than when I was coming up. Because when I was coming up, we had sleepovers. We used to hang out and everything. We did, we was boys. We was young. We did nigga knock, and we went to go knock on people's doors and run. It's a lot of stuff we did, and but we were supposed to. But at the same time, though, we was boys. But these times are totally different from when we was coming out, bro.
Well, they're
Because at
walking
the end of the day,
around.
these
They're walking around, and you got, like I said, you got so much, and like I said, so much going on. These kids are experimenting. There's a lot going on. There's not a lot of fault. You don't know a lot of parents are not stable. So you sending your kids over to another parent that may not be as stable as you. So you don't know what's going on. You don't know what they're doing. So my thing is this: I understand what you're talking about, but I want you to understand that there's a lot of shit going on. Where there's drugs, where there's sexual things, two girls doing each other, two boys doing each other. This is a lot of shit that be going on. There's a lot going on, and I'm gonna tell you like this: I don't allow all that sleeping over goddamn shit. I don't want all that going on. You know what I'm saying? You let that shit go on when you move out my house, okay?
But
So
wait,
I'm
remember,
go ahead, brother.
but you remember a while back. I don't know if everybody remember a while back when the black lady went slept over to the by the white women's house. It was all I think it was soccer moms or something. They had a sleepover and stuff, and the black sister went over there to their house. And she was to sleep over. I think it was like 7 people, and she was the only black woman there. But it came back. The white woman, they trying to say she committed suicide off the balcony or something. If I'm mistaken.
They
But
always say something like that.
they killed
They
her
always say
over
something like
there.
that.
Yeah. But they killed the black woman over at the house, and they made it seem like it was an accident or whatever. And nobody went to jail for that either.
Look, I'm gonna read this
You see,
comment.
I say the time is now.
I'm gonna read this comment, and this makes a lot of sense. The young lady said, "I clicked on the program soon as Trump said." Stand by and stand down in the process of my arm. See, I want you guys to understand this. That's why I told you I ain't a Joe Biden fan, and I'm not a Donald Trump fan. I'm telling you that our people have to learn how to apply, try to get themselves ready to go get guns, try to grow your own food. I want you to understand that that's why we need our own politics. We need our own police officers. We need to protect our own people. Aborigine people don't need the white man policing over us. We need our own police in our own community. A white man don't know your struggles. A white man don't know what you're going through. Then most of the time they fear you. Most of the times white men fear black men. They're just intimidated by black men. They fear us by just looking at us, masculine black men. So you think that they're always gonna have a chip on their shoulder when it comes down to us as melanated black people. So why would you think that they love us? We got to put people around us that give a damn about us. And we got some butt-licking black-ass men who are in these white parishes kissing ass. So many with Uncle, not ain't no Uncle Tom, Sambo. Because Uncle Tom, like I told you, brother, Uncle Tom saved 100 slaves to Canada. I'm talking about Sambo, who said, "Master, are you sick? I'm sick too, Master." Go ahead, brother.
Oh no, I was just saying. No, I was just saying. I agree with you because we, right? You know, at the end of the day, we as a whole should be ready for anything now because at the end of the day, man, the time of talking is over with. Now it's time to boot up and stand up because at the end of the day, we have to protect all we have, and that's our family. At the end of the day, we out here for self. We out here for self, but you know we got to protect what's ours. At the end of the day, because you see what's going on, man. You see what we've been pawns on a chess game for so long to where we don't even know our role no more. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we have to stop being manipulated by those people to thinking they our friend or they our savior. You your own
Yeah,
goddamn savior.
I agree, follow full brother. And something else, our people love gestures, bro. That's the fucking problem, man. Excuse my language. Our people love gestures, man. They love a good gesture. They love uh they love crumbs off the table. I don't even know what other word to use, man. You know what I'm saying? Our people are enamored by that, man. They love a good distraction, and that's the bullshit of it. Like I asked on my Instagram, what did you niggas win? Did you niggas get a check? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm wondering why these niggas out here dancing in the streets. Like it's all good. Like I can't look, bro. I agree with everything y'all said, man. Like a brother from California called me this morning, or not this
But look,
morning, but this afternoon, and he was saying the same thing. Go ahead, brother. You was about to say something?
yeah, I was about to let you know though, you hitting on the hammer on the nail because I'm with you on that because we cooking because while they around here, let me tell you how stupid they are and how manipulated they are. Okay, they done been manipulated thinking they won something with for the election while y'all was celebrating, pulling y'all pants down, twerking at the White House. Guess what? His homeboys was in New York passing the ball. So now when when the vaccine come out, every New York citizen is gonna be mandatory for them to get vaccinated. So what
Well,
the fuck did you really win? I asked the question.
brother 504, brother. Look, they both. I told you, you even had the video. They both were pushing. The Democrats and the Republicans were both pushing to stick
Yeah,
our ass with vaccination. We
yeah.
saw you got videos of Donald and Joe. All these people are pushing this shit on us. That's why I told you you up there dressing.
So that's why I say.
Both of them they both want to stick us. Go ahead, brother.
Exactly. So now they done passed us. So now New York done passed it to where now it's gonna be mandatory vaccination. Now we gotta sit back and watch what states gonna follow this trend that they done set. You see what I'm saying? Now we gotta sit back and watch and see what these devils gonna do.
They're already trying to get, and like I told you, and I have said this before, they had already, when you was a kid, they got you when you was a kid. When you were born, they were vaccinating you. You just didn't know they were vaccinating you. In order for you to got your ass in school, you were getting vaccinated. I can't make that up. You've been getting vaccinated.
Yep.
You wonder why you got cancer inside you. You got cancer cells inside you because they vaccinated you very young. They've been vaccinating you.
Fact.
You got diabetes in your bloodstream.
People don't even know that. That's why I was just trying to. That's why I just always ask people, "What did you win?" Because guess what? At the end of the day, we screw with any party in there. Both parties. Now you do it. And I say I agree with you with the Trump because before Trump leave office, guess what he kept saying? The vaccination is almost done. It's around the corner. We'll have it by 2020. Okay. Now he been saying that. Now it comes around. Guess what happened? They had already passed the law for everybody to take it. So now when it do come around, Joe Biden's gonna be still in office when it comes around. And guess what happened? They're gonna push it and be mandatory where everybody has to take it. He already said that. He told me words. Everybody gonna be vaccinated before you know. But the thing is, which states gonna make it mandatory? And the only people gonna be exempt is those who believe in religion, who say it's against their religion to do it. That's the only people gonna get a pass.
All I know,
if they give them a pass.
All I know, my brother, and I've been seeing this for a very long time, and I have to tell y'all that's why I'm not a big politic person. I don't like to talk religion in politics. Religion, I definitely don't like to talk about the controlling, because religion has been controlling our people minds for years. Religion, that white Jesus, have been controlling and destroying the minds of our people for many years, and we don't even understand something that has a hold on you. See, I'm a spiritual person. I believe in the sun. I believe in uplifting the sun and the nature of the world. And see, with y'all, God is you. God is everywhere. God is the plants. God is the trees. God is everywhere. And the problem is we're trying to be the God, but we're not the God. We're just a God, but we're not the highest energy. So we got so many people out here that are spreading around all of these conspiracies I have never seen in my life so many conspiracies over YouTube that are threatening to scare you. Scare you. This is what people are doing, scaring people, but not coming up with solutions. I don't want to scare you. I want to come up with solutions on what we can do as a nation of people to become better as a nation of people. How we can separate ourselves and become stronger financially. Stronger financially. Growing our own crops. Building our own land. These are the things that we need to focus on as a nation of people and stop worrying about the conspiracies. Conspiracies are going to get you killed. You got to keep worrying about the world going in. You're the same person back in 2000 that kept saying that the world is going in. Worrying about what the white man has told you, got you scared, got you packing up everything, running under tunnels. We still here in 2000. Oh, don't tell me I didn't see so many people saying that God is coming in 2000. Conspiracies will fuck you up mentally in your mind. But results will make you a stronger person. We got to get some results.
I say we need to separate from them people.
Go ahead, Richard. We ain't heard from Rich. He over there quiet. Go ahead, Rich. He done muted for a long time. Go ahead, brother. Real rap.
No, that's a fact. What he just said, you know what I'm saying? We should have never integrated. And this is why. Because when you integrate and they give you a couple crumbs off the loaf, once again, you know what I'm saying? People think that they made it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But they never stopped lynching. They never stopped slavery, man. I was just talking about Angola before I came on this live. When you go to Angola, you go down there in Angola, it look like the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? They never stopped this shit. Like, that's why I try to urge people, man. You know, like what Pino was saying. Why are we in white people's business, man? Why do we give a damn about what white people are stressing over? When that shit has nothing to do with us. Until we come together, man, for real. And on that agriculture, that's one of the most important pieces of the puzzle. If we can't feed ourselves, if we can't develop sources of clean drinking water, how are we going to sustain, man? You know what I'm saying? If they was to shut certain trade routes down, if they was to shut certain things down, like the stores, what would our people do? You know what I'm saying? People don't think about these things, man. People think it's sweet out here. You know, because that technology is also a distraction. It could be a tool when you're in your right mind. But when you're not in your right mind, man, and you want to be on Instagram all day or Facebook all day, you know, going back and forth with these white people, what are you doing? You're wasting time that you can't get back. You understand? Like, I'm trying not to curse, man, but it's BS. It's BS that people still don't understand the climate that we in. Because one thing that the Caucasian did, he never changed.
You know why?
Hey, wait, hold on. Last point though, bro. Last point. He went from overt to covert, but it never changed. Go ahead, Mr. 504, brother.
No, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you with that 100%. Because at the end of the day, bro, you know why they don't want to come to realization and realize that because they're comfortable in the situation they're in right now. You see what I'm saying? They're comfortable with everything they got right now, and they don't know how it feels to be uncomfortable. Because guess what? The government snatched everything from underneath them. They won't even know how to act. Me, you, and so many other people, we know how to function. Because you know why? We get up and go to work every day. Those who never get up and go to work a day and night don't even know how to function, man.
Well, just like Sister Redbone Garda says, and just like she said, and let me tell you something, she said, you must learn how to live off the land. I want y'all to understand, I just dealt with a hurricane. We just dealt with a hurricane that came from Louisiana all the way into Mississippi. I was out lights, and I'm telling you, I ain't had no generator or anything. And we were out of lights for almost 2 weeks. And we have to function on what to do, how to go back to old ways without lights. The water started turning cold. So if the water didn't come on, I had to figure out ways. I have crops in my backyard. I had a couple of things that was thrown on the ground. You got to grow I grow my greens. I grow my cabbage. You got to grow plants. You have to do what the Most High instilled in you, what the ancestors instilled in you. You can't sit back and wait and just say it's over with. You got to practice these things for life situations. If a natural disaster hit, what are you going to do? If terrorists attack us, what are you going to do? And I'm not talking about foreign terrorists. You know who I'm talking about. When the attack happens, where are you going? What are you going to do? Because when you don't have the AC, when you can't get to your medication, you got to go to your herbs. Grow herbs in your backyard so you can work with your high blood pressure. These are things that we got to learn as a nation of people. What are you going to do when we can't go to Walmart pharmacy? When we can't go to Walgreens pharmacy? What are you going to do? You're going to sit and die? You go back to nature, because that's who we are. We are nature. We are nature. And just like Osun is out there in London. She's out there in London. She deals with her nature. I watch these channels. I support these channels. I see what other people do. Master Fundi Fee, one of the sisters that I follow, she's living in nature. She even makes her own wine. I mean, it is what it is. What are you going to do if everything shuts down on you? Now, I'm going back to this young man. For those who just came in, Baldwin, Louisiana, Quawan Bobby Charles was murdered. A black teen was murdered in rural Iberia Parish. Arcadian family responds in the disappearance of his death. Bobby left his father's home without his permission on the afternoon of October the 30th with a 17-year-old friend and allegedly the 17-year-old stepfather. What happened? What did they do to this young man? What sick shit happened in Baldwin, Louisiana? What happened? Because when we think about what happened to Emmett Till, the murder, the brutal murder of this young, beautiful young man, the murder of this beautiful young man, Aborigine young man. And now we got Quawan, another beautiful Aborigine young man that is dead. What, all he is now, and like I said, the sad part is there's not a lot of people talking about this. Go out and get the information. And I encourage all the other channels out there. I'm not trying to jump on this, want this all by myself. I encourage all the channels out there, everybody on this panel, for at least a month to at least one time talk about this kid and his murder. I need you guys to go do the homework on it. Go watch the local news in Baldwin, Louisiana. I need you guys to at least get his name out there and don't let his name be in vain. Don't let his name be in vain. What you think about that, Brother Real Rap? What you think about that, Chief?
100% agrees, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna definitely do my Googles and I'm gonna be exposing it on my channel, all for sure. You know what I'm saying? Until justice is brought to this young man, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep his name relevant as best as I can. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stories that that get swept under the rug, for lack of words, man. Because they don't want people to understand the climate that they in. I can't stop saying that, man. The climate that you in, you know, these people want you to think that, it's like how my mom used to say, man, peaches and cream. It's not peaches and cream out here, man. We are not at our rest. We are not at our rest, man. This is captivity. We are behind enemy lines in our own land. Just because you don't have chains on you don't mean that you're not shackled. You mentally shackled. A lot of people out here are mentally shackled. That's why I stress, man, if you don't do it for nothing else, man, do it for yourself to keep yourself sharp and keep yourself vigilant.
Please, one more time, brother. 504 Indigenous brother. One more time for the new people that came on. Osan did not know his name, and please play the audio one more time. I know I'm working you today, but one more time, my brother.
Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time, bro, because this brother here, man, it was cold what they did him, brother. I ain't gonna lie, this was cold blooded right here. It was a straight up lynching.
Okay, the young man is named Quawan Bobby Charles. Quawan Bobby Charles. That's his name. Quawan Bobby Charles.
All right, so I'm finna start the video in about 2 seconds. I just want you to mute up right quick, and I'm gonna let you. Okay, so
yeah, I'm muting up, y'all.
So, Quawan mother is talking to a lady. So when y'all do your research, look up the lady Janet Irvin and her son. Okay, so this is the conversation was being recorded between the young brother mother and a lady by the name of Janet Irvin. She's gonna give her details about how her son was murdered. So listen to this. It's just low. That's what it is. But it's crazy to me because for a simple reason, man, I don't. It must not want me to play him today.
Give him a moment. He's gonna play the
Well, you
audio.
go ahead. I'm a jump in and play the video. Someone just
Okay, once again, okay, we got somebody named Justin B that came in. I hope you're not a troll, but we're gonna explain this to Justin B. In a young man in Baldwin, Louisiana, of a 15-year-old Quawan Charles, Quawan Bobby Charles, black teen, found dead in rural Liberia Parish.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hi, this is Roxanne Nelson. You want me to call you?
Yes, ma'am. Hi. My son is, I don't know what you want to say. She's not friends with him after all this too.
Okay.
Okay, well, anyway, to the same story, but he did say whenever they picked up your son, him and his mother, and the stepdad were all tripping, they had did some mushrooms. Those ones that are poisonous or whatever, they make you trip out or whatever.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Well, they were all on mushrooms, not your son. I'm talking about Dave. When we got there, he left. He said, "Oh, but he don't know anybody." So he like kept changing his story. Well, and then the mother, my son went to give me her car, but it smelled strong like bleach. And she told my son, she said, "You can't smoke in the car because we bleached it."
Oh.
And then from what I could understand, he told my son that they found your son's body in a sugarcane field behind their house. So it's like they bleached the core because they use the core to go hide the body, the son.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then it's eating me alive.
So what's your son
killing
name?
me.
What's your son?
There you go.
Okay, and also they found bleach on the young man. They also found him full of bleach. They found bleach on this young man. Now, I also want you guys to understand that he was in a sugarcane field. He was in a sugarcane field, murdered. He was mutilated as almost similar to Emmett Till. Now he left with his best friend. I don't even know if it was his best friend. His friend, the white boy, was 17 years old, and this young man was 15 years old. Now I want you guys to understand that he left with the father, the stepfather of the 17-year-old. He left with the stepfather, okay, of the 17-year-old. Now what is suspicious is they took him somewhere, and the young man was told by his father to not leave the house. He left the house with two people that he knew. And these two people lured him in a sugarcane field where he was pronounced dead. They found him dead. We're saying that these two are suspects because allegedly we don't know if this stepfather, and this 17-year-old was the killers. But it's kind of funny that they lured him off because they were full of mushrooms. They were full of mushrooms. The young man did not eat mushrooms. He did not eat the mushrooms. I want you guys to understand this. Now, the Caucasian man and his son were full of mushrooms in their system, which got them high. So we don't know how the hell. All we know is the young man's face was bashed in, that his face was mutilated. His face was burnt to all the way up to his face, up to his nose, ripped up. And he was left to be dead, left to death in a rural sugarcane field. A rural sugarcane field. Somebody dropped him there. And this just makes me emotional because I got 4 sons. I got 4 sons of my own. It's unbelievable. I could not imagine the pain. I could not imagine the pain that his mother and his father is enduring right now. I could not imagine who would do such a thing to a 15-year-old. This young man didn't even look 15. He looked like he was 10. So who killed him outweighed him. Whoever killed him outweighed him. Go ahead, Brother Real Rag Chief. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
We can hear you just fine.
All right, yeah, bro. I'm at the peace out, bro. But I feel where you coming from, bro. I always feel where you coming from, and I always appreciate the passion that you bring, bro. And it's always respect and love. You understand? Like respect and love to Mr. 504 brother. Respect and love to Richard. Respect and love to the whole chat, man. Peace to the gods. You know what I'm saying? But it's a hard pill to swallow, man. You know what I'm saying? But like, this is the news. This is the reason why we need to be our own. Why we need to spend for reasons like.
I think we lost him, brother. 504, brother. You can go ahead on.
Man, this is just man. This is just sickening.
It's
See, but you
painful.
know,
It's painful,
it's
brother.
it's the fact that I didn't get a chance to. I didn't experience this with the Emmett Till because I wasn't born, man. But this is a similar
Where's the
situation to
news?
the Emmett Till.
Indigenous warrior, where's the news? Where's the news? Where's the national news? Where's the Black Lives Matter? Where's all these people? Where are all these people at? Where they at? Where's Al Sharpner? Where's this brother that you told me about? The brother that the newest brother that's out there that you told me that's making that money. Where is he?
Oh, you talking about Ben Crump?
Ben Crump. Where's Ben Crump?
And you know what's funny? I haven't seen him showing up on the scene yet, bro. He haven't showed.
He haven't showed up on the scene. It's not enough money.
I haven't seen him show.
It's not enough money. It's not enough money for him to deal with.
You see what I'm saying? I haven't even seen it, but I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do a big video on this because this right has to be out more, man. Because at the end of the day, you know, this is not cool under no circumstances. This is not cool. As a parent, nah, man.
Brother Richard, I see you just came in. Want to chime in, brother? Because we're gonna be closing soon, but I'm glad you're back. Go ahead.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we're gonna mute our mics. Go ahead, brother.
I just was able to get back in, man. I had lost my signal. What y'all was talking about? Like, what you want me to just close?
Give him what we were talking about, brother.
Oh, we were just explaining the fact that, man, as well, Peanut got emotional because he's a father, so he can understand, coming from that perspective with sons. But like I said, a mother's child for her child, a mother love for her child runs real deep, So with that being said, at the end of the day, we as a whole, need to, help this family out, man, because the lady want to get a special autopsy done on her son, which she's entitled to as a mother, because she's not satisfied with the results that they're going to give her about her son being killed. Even though we know, well, we're going to speculate, but us as melanated people, we know that this was a planned execution attack on that little boy, because he probably thought that was his friends. That was straight up hate crime, man. That was a straight up hate crime. Because they went there and got the little boy with the intent of they was gonna kill him. Because they was already high on the mushrooms. If you're gonna hang out, gonna get your friend or something, why you gotta be under the influence? If that's your friend, y'all went with the intent to harm him. That was a straight up hate crime. And like Brother Peanut said, where is Black Lives Matter? Where is Al Sharpton? Where Ben Crump? Where's the basketball players? All the celebrity friends want to stick up back for everybody else. Why they ain't stick their neck out yet for them?
Because they don't know. They don't listen. In their defense, brother. Nobody other than Louisiana, Mississippi, and local people knows about this. Nobody know. Not even Mississippi. Not even Texas. Not a lot of people don't know about this story because it's Baldwin, Louisiana. It's a small. It's not a big city like New Orleans. So what we gonna have to do?
Okay,
we need everybody to get this out there.
True, 100%. And for the person who asks, what do you mean by mushrooms? Okay, mushrooms. I don't know if you ever seen How High when not How High, Soul Plane, when Snoop Dogg was the pilot, he was taking mushrooms. They are drugs. And when you take them, they'll get you high, but you be under the influence where you don't remember nothing you have done. And they got a certain kind of mushroom with it that they say they're poisonous, where it harms your body. It's not good for the intake. And like I said, I don't know what other influence they was doing under the influence they was doing prior to taking the mushrooms. I don't speak on that, but as we know, they was doing mushrooms. and that
He
is got
asked
to be
about
done. Now, if you remember,
he asked about Alabama. What I talked about Alabama is the fact that a lot of people know that there are that people in a lot of black people in Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, in the rural areas, they got to be quiet. They keep a lot of hush hush. It's a lot of national media. You don't see. You live in New Jersey, my brother Justin. You live in New Jersey. So if a crime happened, that immediately the national media is going to see what's going on in your area. By the fact that this is small rural areas, they don't get the national attention that other places would get. It's easy to put this
right?
under the brush it under the carpet. It's very easy. Okay,
Yeah,
so
because
that's
it's
why.
a small town. It's a small town. So if you blink, you might miss the town. That's how small it is. So that's why we have to blow it up, because it's one. See, when you look up the area that it's in, and me being from Louisiana, and then these other two guys being from Louisiana, they know how the town Louisiana is set up. So you can't if you blink, you'll miss the town. That's how small it is. So we have to, do our part and blow it up. Let everybody bring attention to awareness to everything that what's going on.
Is Baldwin
You see,
considered a
and
sundown
if
town?
we do that,
Go ahead, brother.
Is Baldwin considered a sundown town? I'm asking a question.
oh,
Uh,
oh,
son,
yeah,
A
yeah,
sundown town.
yeah. That's what you want to call it.
Sure.
That's what you want. This is where
Hello?
they yeah, brother. They just is like they like Mississippi and all that stuff too. So yeah,
I mean, you got to think about it, brother. You got to think about it. If you ever been to Alexandria, Louisiana, if you ever go into some of the country rural part of Louisiana, there are small towns where people. Now Alexandria is considered bigger, but when you go to certain parts in these little towns that don't have a mayor, they're so small with it. If they don't even have mayors. Okay, some of them got mayors, but some of them don't. Their population be like no more than 500 people. So it's easy.
yeah. But
Some of
this
these
time,
of the cities.
yeah, some of these towns, but this town here has a governor and a mayor. So that's why I'm not understanding why is they not getting the proper attention they're supposed to get, unless everybody just trying to sweep it underneath the rug.
That's
You see,
politics.
somebody has to be held accountable for their actions, man. Somebody has to hold the police accountable for their actions and go lock those people up for killing that boy.
Yeah, Justin said, I'm glad I'm not in the South. That's what a lot of people don't understand. The intimidate. A lot of us have known this for years who growed up in the South. I'm born and raised from New Orleans, Louisiana. I come from the big city. I had like I said, I live in a small town, but it's not a real small town because I live right by Slidell, Louisiana. Okay, so I'm not really in the boondocks. I'm actually in an area where I'm like really in a city environment. But some of these places are so far gone where all they got is nothing but croplands like cornfields and sugarcane fields. So they don't have much work areas. These people are very poor. They live in shacks. When I tell you, you would not believe how poor it is in some of these towns. I'm gonna do a documentary on a lot of our Aborigine people who live in these poor environments, that implorable environments. Okay, right here in America. So while we sitting up there worrying about what's going on in Africa, sending our money to Ethiopia, there are a lot of poor people right here in America that needs to be getting it first. I'm just letting you guys know that. A lot of poor people.
Right. And that's what I try to tell people. People ask me all the time, they still have slave houses. They still have slave houses down in Louisiana. You just got to go find them. They still have a whole bunch of them down there.
Now,
Nothing changed.
Yeah, Moreau is a pretty decent. It's a pretty big town. Moreau is not that small and rural. Shreveport is not that small and rural. That's anything off of 20. You're not gonna get in a rural town because that's actually off the highway. It's a big highway right off there. But New Orleans, Louisiana. If you want to visit somewhere, Justin, come down to the city. New Orleans, Louisiana is a real nice time. You have a good time doing Mardi Gras, especially when this pandemic is over with. But I just wanted to, as I close, I just want to thank everybody once again for coming in strong. Please share this video. Please subscribe to my channel, Peanut Nola 504. Please share my video. YouTube has been blocking me for some kind of apparent reason. I'm not getting out there the way I should. I am very close of getting 1,000 subscribers. Very, very close to getting to my goal. Please, I need you guys to spread the news. We got Purple Lover, one of our co-hosts who haven't been showing up. We don't know what's wrong with her, but she just showed up in the house right now. But
she late to the party, man. She late to the party.
Yeah, she late to the party. We the information team. We're teaching everybody that all black people, only 98% of so-called African Americans have already been here. They have told you stories and lies. The government has lied and told you about the Trail of Tears, that all Indian people died. That is not true. Most melanated black people are the Indians of this land. Okay, we are the Indians of this land. A lot of people don't know that. Okay, so we're just trying to spread the notion and let you guys see what's going on in the conscious community out here. We're trying to wake people up. Don't keep this young man. Like I said, at the end of the day, this young man, don't let his debt be in vain. We had another incident where this is similar to Emmett Till. This is almost identical. The only difference is it's not over a white woman. I don't know. It might be. We don't know what the motive is. Okay, so stay in tune. Stay in tune. Please share, subscribe, and press a like so we can get our voice out there. Okay. Last ride, go ahead on, my brother.
That's what I was just saying.
We're gonna start with Brother Richard, and we're gonna go with you after.
I want y'all to consider something. All right, that young man left with two people. Right, I'm sure he knew that young man and his stepdad. All right, now. In my heart of hearts, I think, and we all speculate, but I really feel and believe that they didn't lure him out to kill him. I think something transpired, and in the midst of that, shit got ugly, and as a result, the young man died. But nevertheless, they should be punished. You understand? Whether it be judicial justice or street justice, and that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's beyond punishment. I mean, if y'all see his face, please Google. I think the brother put that in the description. I think it's in the description. I got his name in the description. Actually got it on this live. So if you guys check him out, it's not in the description. It's actually his name is on board. Google him so y'all can see his face. The young man's face is mutilated. Okay. The mother had an open. She opened up the bag so everyone can see his face, like the same way that you seen Emmett Till mother do. Okay, so last word, 504 Indigenous Warrior.
Oh man, I just said, man, we have to start keeping an eye on our children, track their phones, man. Stay in tune with the kids. Keep your eye on them. If you gotta keep bugging them, man. If you gotta keep bugging them every 5 or 10, 15 minutes, find out who they with, you know, what's going on. Is you all right? Track their phones. You know, they might, kids lie too now. You know, so why I say track their phone. They might say they with someone, so they probably with somebody because they don't want you to know they with so and so. So that's why I just say keep an eye on your kids, man. And You know, we're gonna keep this in front, bring it to everybody's attention, man. Everybody be safe, and therefore, man, we just gotta stay, just keep it going with one another. If you
Yeah, we're
find
gonna do
something,
it.
bring it to the table.
I know you guys, some of you guys are not spiritual, but I would love for you guys to give a moment of silence to this young man, Quawan Bobby Charles. We're gonna do a moment of silence wherever you at. I do believe in prayer to the Most High. If you can bow your heads and just at least think about your kids and also pray for your own kids, okay? But a moment of silence. Amen, y'all. I want to thank y'all once again for making this a great show. All glory goes to the Most High. I want you guys to know that I always pray for you guys every night. I'm always praying for all the people that I get in contact with. I'm always, because I believe in prayer. That's just me, okay? Well, if you don't, that's just your prerogative. But I do believe in prayer. So I want you guys to understand that all glory goes to the Most High. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the night. Get you some good sleep, and kiss your babies. Kiss all your babies, your daughters. Kiss your sons. Hug your sons. Hug your wife. Hug your husband. Do these things because you never know. Life is too short. I want you guys to know life is too short. You never know a good thing until it's gone. Okay? Life is too short. Hug your mama. Hug your daddy. Tell them you love them. Hug your grandparents. Okay? So we're out of here.